Good evening and welcome to RealestBlog. I am your host. Let's get right into the headlines. The Luigi Mangione trial is in full swing. Mangione gunned down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson back in December. As the trial began, dozens of women burst into the courtroom holding up Free Luigi signs. So Mangione goes and kills a guy and gets dozens of beautiful women, and I can't even go home with a fat chick. Nice guys finish last. Also in the news, a statue of Jeffrey Epstein and the president was erected in Washington, D.C. A group called the Secret Handshake claimed credit for the stunt. Secret Handshake is also what it's called when you meet a prostitute behind Carl's Jr. Also in the news, it has been 3 months since Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska was fatally stabbed in the Charlotte, North Carolina light rail. Charlotte authorities have said they plan to issue crime reform revolving around cashless bail. Cashless bail can also be described as telling the homeless thug you don't have any cash and then bailing. Charlotte authorities have also issued a statement saying that crime in Charlotte's actually gone down. I have also issued a statement saying I am 6'5" and slept with Sydney Sweeney, who just released a brand new American Eagle ad. Are you kidding me? That's 100 years old. That can't be right. This can't be real. American Eagle. I was just about to go buy your... Back to Levi's, I guess. Speaking of Sydney Sweeney, she has a new movie coming out. Other new titles coming out is the new Wicked movie, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and The Epstein Files. Been waiting in ears for that one. Before we get into our main event for this episode, we have to welcome in our guest. I have actually just got a word that we don't have a guest, because it's the first ever episode and we don't have any money. So we'll get right into the main topic, which is the government shutdown and Thanksgiving. It's over. Government shutdown's over. And I'm going to be honest, this happens every year. We get like the article of like the little girl at the zoo, and she can't get in, so she's staring through because it's closed. And we get like the timer on like the news reel saying how many days the shutdown's been going on for, and then it ends. And look, I get people were affected. SNAP benefits were delayed, which they're back online now. For more information, go to the government website or just check out ChatEBT. And like people, delayed paychecks and, how could I be so cruel? There actually was one group that was affected by all this at airports, not the air traffic controllers. I'm talking about, the people that push like the wheelchairs and the strollers at the airports. And, they're usually supposed to be for like veterans with no legs or elderly women, but the primary users of this is our nation's obese. So when the government shut down, there was no one to push those strollers. And those people had to walk to their terminals. A lot of them didn't make it. And I know you might be like, why can't they just walk? Why don't you shut up, okay? It is 10 times more difficult for these people to walk to the terminals. And imagine you're at the office. And, you're hanging out and you go get up and use the bathroom. You don't even think about it. These people, sometimes they can't do that. Sometimes they don't make it. Imagine how embarrassing that is. Jerk. And it's hard enough getting pushed through the airport. Thanksgiving is coming up. They probably feel like a parade float. And people are laughing at them. They throw stuff at them. I know I've done it. So, and look, it doesn't just affect them. It could have affected you too, okay? Government's back open. But if it was shut down, imagine you're sitting at Thanksgiving. And then the 2 chairs that your Uncle Barry sits at are empty. Because he's 400 pounds and he needed that wheelchair. And he's still walking to his flight. This is supposed to leave 2 days ago. They're waiting on him. He's still walking there. There might be more food at your Thanksgiving for you, but no Uncle Barry. So who's the real loser? But the government, it's back open. It's back open. It opened up. Hope at your Thanksgiving, everything's good. And when this happens again next year, we won't forget. We won't forget. We'll say, hey government, I pay my taxes. You better stay open, jerk. We won't forget. Now getting into sports. In terms of the, you know what? I can't get the plus size heroes of our country out of my head. They are the backbone of America. Which is why we would like to thank our sponsor, McDonald's. Now we can get into sports. The Indianapolis Colts are doing uncharacteristically good this season, thanks to quarterback Daniel Jones, who is in contract negotiations. When asked about the negotiations, Daniel Jones said, they better hurry up, I can't keep this up much longer. Also in the news, Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase spit on an opposing player and was suspended 1 game. I don't get the big deal. Usually people pay like a few $100 for that. In terms of our 3 MLB fans that are watching, the MLB Competition Committee, pictured here, voted and won by a vote of 9-2 to institute robot umpires for the 2026 season. Well, that's enough of our sports. Let's get into the meme of the week. Luther, roll the meme.
Yeah, that's what I would have did. I said earlier, right? So that's the technique. I'm not.
That's what I would have did. Great meme. 8.0 out of 3. That segment is brought to you by RealestBlog, great meme page. No affiliation. Look, that's all we got. It's Thanksgiving, okay? Enjoy time with your families, your loved ones, your Uncle Barry. He made it. The government opened. Some guy that just got off a plane from a foreign country, they hired him on the spot and said, hey, can you push this guy? Welcome. We love you. Speaking of Thanksgiving, Trump pardoned 2 turkeys this year, Gobble and Waddle, which are also the names of the Brazilian strippers I have waiting for me in the next room over. So we got to wrap up the show. Thanks so much for watching. This has been RealestBlog. Subscribe to FakeJohn if you haven't. Leave a comment. Ask a question. Maybe we'll feature it in the next episode. Check out the Instagram at FakeJohnYT and the meme page at RealestBlog. And with that, I hope you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving, a good rest of your week, and I got 2 overweight strippers waiting for me. Goodbye.